back. We're back for another Underdog fantasy football draft. This is a 12-person league, no tournament. They blue balled me today because I saw this, the Pup Cup, very similar to the Puppy football draft tournament. But no, it's a golf playoff. Like, dude, get out of my face. I won the puppy draft. But until then, we're gonna do this. Although I will say I've been getting the itch to do the best ball manias a lot more. It's just, I don't know. I think it's probably worth your money a little bit more to give yourself a chance to win some big money instead of the. I mean, the payouts are fine here. You get $20 to first. 9 to second, and then your money back for third. So nothing huge, but you can enter way more of them. So I don't know, it's fine. And like we said plenty of times before, this is mostly just for practice, so that when we do go into those tournament drafts, we know what we're doing, and we have some experience at all positions. It looks like we're position 11, which if you've seen any of my videos, you know this is my favorite range. So gotta love that. But while we're waiting, may I just say, if you want to involve yourself in some practice and some fun and some free money, you just go to UnderdogFantasy.com. Okay, your first deposit, anywhere from $10 to $100, will get matched at 100% free money. You get to use it to get in these drafts, practice for your friend, family, office leagues, so you can win those. So just practice a bunch on here, go in there, talk everyone into doing a $200 buy-in because you know you're going to win, and you'll be set. I mean, if you do 40 of these, by the time you get into one of those drafts, and that's the first one they're doing all year, you'll be looking all right. I'll tell you that. Right now. But yeah, so we're going to keep doing this, and it's just fun, by the way. That's really why I do it. I just love doing it. I love streaming for you guys. We just have a good time in here. I don't know about you, but that's what I'm feeling. So we're pick 11. Austin Eckler makes it all the way to pick 8. A little late, but nothing to write home about. Let's see. If Stephon Diggs falls to us, we will scoop. We will definitely scoop. Looks like Can't Stop Kid is going to go Travis Kelce. It's just I am a psychic. That's what I said. He's going to go Joe Mixon. Easy money. I'll go Stephon Diggs. Thank you very much. Easy. Now, let's see. If Travis Kelce gets passed down to us, we will take him at the 14. I feel like Ken B is going to take him in one of his 2 picks here. But that will leave us the ability to do a double wide receiver start, which is something we really need practice with, because I think it's very powerful if you're good at it, but I'm not very good at doing the double wide receiver start as your first 2 picks. So he goes Devontae Adams. I'm assuming he's going to go Travis Kelce here. And if we go Travis Kelce, then no, he does go Travis Kelce. Okay. I lied. For pick 14, what's this? Do we want to do that? Nah, I didn't lie. I would never lie to you guys. We went Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb. It would be tough. It would be a bit of a tall ask to get Josh Allen to fall all the way to us at 35. Obviously, if he does, we will take him. But he usually goes in the middle of the 3rd round, so we would love a running back to fall to us. And this is what I have to get better at, is getting running backs. I would say before the end of the 6th round, really getting some running backs in the locker room, so we make up for these lost first 2 rounds. And that's why I'm not very good at it. I don't know. Whenever I do the 2 wide receiver start, it's usually with Stephon Diggs, and I usually end up taking Josh Allen, which means I have to take running backs in these next 4, 5, 6 rounds, and I end up just kind of screwing the pooch on that. So we're going to try to keep I don't know. We're going to see if we can get a little bit better at the double wide receiver start. Now, it looks like we have a pretty running back heavy draft room here, which is not really what we want to see, because Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not really what we want to see because obviously we're looking for some of these running backs to fall to us since we really do need them now. I'm not a fan of like some people will take a ton of wide receivers in the beginning and then try to make up running backs later. But that to me, that's just you're asking. I mean, you're basically donating your money at that point. You need some solid running backs in your roster to at least hold it down. And if you can't get someone in these first two rounds, you usually need at least three or four solid running backs in the 3 through 7 round range. Um, that's just what I've noticed. So that's what we're looking for here as we go. I mean, obviously, we've said it once, we said it twice. We're going to say it again. We're always looking for the value. We like to have a loose plan, but if something's going to fall to us, then we're going to just have to be able to pivot and capitalize on that. Now, the reason I've been liking CD Lamb a lot lately is because you can get Dak Prescott pretty late. If we do a little bit of homework here, Dak Prescott is going at pick 85. So we have an opportunity to get him right here at the 83 and 86 range. So we'll probably be looking to get him here at 86. Um, and he's a great quarterback. So it kind of allows you to have a single stack with one of your best receivers in a later round, in round 8, which frees up the middle section, middle being 3 to 7, to grab some running backs and wide receivers and whatever else you may need or what might fall. So that's what we're looking for. The only two running back, yeah, Josh Allen goes. I mean, we knew he wasn't going to fall to here. But Javonte Williams and James Conner are the two we're looking for to fall at this point. Now, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Mostly from this Mike guy and can't stop kid because they only went one running back, and I would think they might go a second. Yeah, so he goes Marquise Brown a little bit early, which I would not advise, but not my team. So we're gonna go ahead and wait. He goes Javonte Williams. So Javonte Williams is finally off the board. And that was to the team that we said, Mike, who only had one running back. So and even like Luash, even though he has two running backs start, he still might go James Conner. People just, I mean, this lobby is really valuing running back, so it's just something we're gonna have to deal with. Kyle Pitts goes, so we're really hoping Can't Stop Kid doesn't go James Conner, but I highly doubt he won't. He goes Cortland Sutton, so we're gonna take James Conner, easy money. Don't even think about it. I would love to hear your guys' suggestion or maybe just input, maybe not suggestion, but input between who you're taking between Zeke and Travis Etienne and like Cam Akers, Brees Hall, David Montgomery. Like, who do you prefer in these ranges? Because like Travis Etienne, I don't know why, I just can't get that excited about him. But then again, it's like, am I getting excited about Ezekiel Elliott? Probably not. He's kind of like on his way out. So we're gonna go Travis Etienne right here, anyways, even though he's not the top of our list. We still want to grab a running back so we're not chasing him for the rest of the draft. And I do think he has a lot of potential. He was that Aaron Jones, Austin Eckler. I don't know who's another receiving back. Alvin Kamara type back. He can catch out of the backfield, but he's a really good runner. We didn't see him at all last year due to his injury. And just from where he's going in the draft, people are assuming that he's just gonna step right into the NFL and do well. So I mean, in this case, actually not even just in this case, in other drafts we haven't betted on him because I do think that he is in a developing offense. I think he's in an underrated offense. I think the talent is there. I think he has the rapport with his quarterback, being that they went to the same college, played together. So I think it's very possible it works out, but it's just a little bit more of a risk than like a James Conner or even like a David Montgomery. Like, honestly, if David Montgomery was going in the same ADP range as Travis Etienne, I probably would be picking David Montgomery over Travis Etienne. I just can't bring myself to reaching as far as David Montgomery would be on a reach. Yeah, because he's 52 and Travis Etienne's 41. So we can't reach an extra 10 picks for that. Even though I think he might be better, since he's so many picks away, you're kind of just hoping that he makes it back to you. Because there are teams out there that got Travis Etienne and David Montgomery fell and they got both. So that's kind of what we're hoping for. But we can't count on that. But it is possible. And that's why I wouldn't reach that far on David Montgomery, and I think that's why I get a lot of Travis Etienne, because he's so much higher in ADP, or I guess you could say lower, than the people behind him, which would be like Brees Hall. So and yeah, even Cam Akers is like, I'm not really that excited about him. Now I can get excited about Cam Akers if you end up getting a Darrell Henderson later on in the draft. Then you kind of get the whole backfield, and you give yourself some insurance there. So this is setting up for potentially one of those running backs to fall to us, because we have Darren Waller and George Kittle going to the same team, which we do have to keep an eye on, being that these tight ends are getting eaten up a little bit here early. And then Lamar Jackson going at the beginning of the fifth, right after Justin Herbert. That's a little bit interesting. I don't like that move from him, but we do like that for us. So Jalen Hurts goes off the board. So Patrick Mahomes goes, okay, so this is actually shaking out pretty nice. Hopefully one of these two players picks someone other than a running back. I think Can't Stop Kid will definitely go running back. Hopefully Lou Walsh goes someone else. He goes Rashad Bateman. So we're going to get David Montgomery or J.K. Dobbins, which I would like David Montgomery more, but I'll definitely take J.K. Dobbins if I have to. Yeah, so we expected that, but that's okay. We're just looking for that running back. And this is what I'm talking about. I think these three running backs equal like two first 2 round picks. Not as far as ceiling goes, but as far as weekly production, I think that's what you're looking at. And I might even do something crazy here and grab Josh Jacobs if I. Do I want to do that? Because if we grab Josh Jacobs, we can pretty much just like not worry about running back for the rest of the draft. I might give it a shot just because I haven't had that shake out here quite yet. So I kind of would like to have a team that has a build like that, so that at the end of the season we can look back and like maybe here, let's pull this back up. Maybe this is a good start. Like maybe you go two of your staple wide receivers, hammer some middle rounds, I guess early middle round running backs, just hammer them for 4 rounds in a row, and then just forget about it. Like we'll probably go 5 running backs with this type of build, and our 5th running back is probably going to be Darrell Williams, or like a James Robinson, just as an insurance policy. Let's see, James Robinson's 170, so 157 and 170. Is that something we can pull? We don't need that. 157 and 170. Yeah. Yeah, so we can go hopefully like a Darrell Williams here, give us some insurance on James Conner. And that means that we don't have to worry about running back until, for the next 7 rounds. And we'll make up some wide receiver picks and some quarterback picks here in the next few rounds. Chris Godwin, Darnell Mooney. Let's see if we got any teams we're looking like we like. Patrick Mahomes goes to this team for no apparent reason. Here, let's start on the right. Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, Jalen Waddle, Zeke, and Antonio Gibson. Don't like this team. Love this team at the 11th pick. Whoever that is, killing it. Can't Stop Kid goes Joe Mixon, Mark, Cortland Sutton, DK, David Montgomery. Yeah, I like this team. Can't Stop Kid is good. Dalvin DeAndre, Kyle Pitts, Jared Judy. This team's looking good. I don't like the Patrick Mahomes pick in this team right here. Seems fine. I like this team a lot. He went double running back. Josh Allen got the single sack with Gabe Davis. That looks really good. I think Brandon Cooks is a great value right now. He's a bona fide wide receiver 1. Davis Mills is better than you would think. So I like this team right here. Jamar, Debo, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore. This team is scaring me. I'm scared for them, not because I'm scared for them to win. Grabbing Brees Hall as your running back 1 and then not having a running back 2 yet is, I don't know. I have like running back anxiety. Same with this team right here. Like Because who are you gonna pick? Who's gonna lock down the running back 2 position for you when you punt them this far? Like, who's gonna lock it down for you? Elijah Mitchell, CEH? Like, I don't think so. I mean, maybe Elijah Mitchell, maybe Ken Walker, like maybe. But I mean, I don't like doing that at all. So we are, what pick are we? We're pick 83 and 85. So this is the range we're looking at Dak Prescott in. And we don't hate, like, if yeah, because like this team right here still has 0 quarterbacks. So I don't even know if I want to risk it. Depending on what wide receivers are available. If there's a value, then I'll take the wide receiver first and hope that Dak Prescott makes it to us. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go for Dak Prescott because a lot of times I get sniped on Dak Prescott. I don't know why him specifically, but every time I try to go for him, I usually end up getting sniped. Watch, I'm talking about this team right here. I'm gonna get sniped before it even gets to me. Is the Dalton Schultz team between us? No. Dalton Schultz team's over here. All right, buddy. Who you picking? Who you picking? CH. Whoa, groundbreaking. I mean, I guess you get a Patrick Mahomes stack, sorta. But I mean, I could not be lower on CEH. I mean, I think Ronald Jones is actually a really good running back. That kept getting put in the doghouse. I think CEH is a trash running back. I think Jerick McKinnon is better than CEH, and he just got re-signed. So I don't have a single team with CEH on it, and it will stay that way. I am not looking at him at all. Oh, that scared me. Can't stop kid. Oh, he needs a quarterback too. He's gonna go. What'd I say? What did I say? Every time he gets picked up, like in front of ADP. Like, what are we doing? Ugh. Go Drake London. Man, we're trying to audible here real quick, but shit. Shit. Quarterbacks are going very early in this draft. Yeah, you guys see that? Gronk is done. He's retired. We probably will go Trey Lance if he doesn't go Trey Lance. Tyler Lockett. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll go Trey Lance. I mean, the nice thing about Trey Lance is that he does have the rushing upside, so you don't necessarily need a stack for him to work out. And we're not going to get a stack with him because Brandon Ayuk already went. So Kareem Hunt goes really early, 10 picks ahead. This team is looking solid. Oh, fuck you, dude. Why did you even go Dak Prescott? Like, what are you just trying to be an asshole? Are you just trying to make me mad? Probably in the stream, just taking the players I say I want. It wouldn't surprise me. I'll tell you that much. So our priority is definitely a wide receiver at this point. Now, the thing that's interesting is Aaron Rodgers is down here. So I thought about going like Aaron Rodgers and Christian Watson stack. But I don't know if I want to put more capital in the quarterback right now. I mean, I don't feel super comfortable just banking on Trey Lance because we haven't even seen him start. at a consistent rate, and our wide receivers definitely need some work. I mean, we like our wide receiver 1 and 2, obviously, but they're going to need a little bit more backup here. Oh, tight end is a position where I really don't get too worried about. If there's someone that I like at a value, then I take them, and there usually is. Tight end is a position where you see a lot of value falling, but I don't really ever. I mean, unless I'm going Kyle Pitts, Mark Andrews, or Travis Kelsey, I don't really ever plan for the tight end. I kind of just let the tight end fall to me based on my quarterback or value or whatever, because I know for a fact that Braven Jordan, Cameron Brate, um, Hayden Hurst, like I know I can get them at basically the end of the draft every time, and I believe in pretty much all of them, especially Cameron Brate right now. Like today, um, Gronkowski just announced he's retiring, um, so Cameron Brate is. Let's see where he is. I mean, someone might reach on him ahead of us, but he's still at 210, and he's going to be the starting tight end for Tom Brady. So we're gonna we might just plan on grabbing Hayden Hurst, Braven Jordan, and Cameron Brate. Whoa, and just make that the plan if it has to be. So we're 8 picks away. Let's look at this real quick. Trey Lance, Kareem Hunt, blah, blah, blah. Ken Walker, I've been taking a lot. I didn't realize how much Ken Walker I've been taking, but I think he just is so much more appealing than anyone else in this range. I mean, I like Kareem Hunt over Ken Walker, but usually Kareem Hunt goes pretty early. Tony Pollard, I'll listen to an argument for. Running backs are starting to fly off the board, so I'm glad I went 4 in a row and I don't really have to worry about them right now. And I can just kind of hammer wide receiver. Now the question is if I want to consider Aaron Rodgers, Christian Watson stack here. But I don't know. I'm not gonna make that decision yet. I don't want to lie to you. I would hate to lie to you. I would hate that. All right, let's see. Is this 2 or 3 quarterbacks? That's 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, none. Aaron Rodgers goes, so we don't have to think about that, and I actually kind of like that. I think the smart play is to just hammer wide receiver and get a quarterback, maybe get 3 quarterbacks. So I think we're going to continue to hammer some wide receivers here. I really do like Robert Woods. Let's see. 107. Marquez Valdez-Scantling has fallen. Not anymore. We're going to secure Robert Woods first. Now the question is, do we want Dawson Knox or do we want to reach on Tim Patrick? I know that sounds weird, but I really like me some Tim Patrick this year. So we're gonna have our choice. I think I actually might go Tyler Boyd, interestingly enough. I don't think he's going to provide very many big weeks, like on a weekly basis. I don't think he's going to provide you, I should say this, I don't think he's going to provide you many usable scores on a weekly basis, but you are going, I mean, the thing about Cincinnati Bengals is they pretty much only pass to Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. Like it's pretty much only those 3. It's not a situation where you have a ton of different personnel coming in and out all the time. You're really just looking at those 3, and it's a hyper productive offense. So there are gonna and Tyler Boyd is very good. He gets overshadowed by T Higgins and Jamar Chase because they're just absolute studs. But Tyler Boyd is very good. He's almost like a Tim Patrick situation, and that's why I went with Tyler Boyd is because he is basically a better version of Tim Patrick. I almost reached on him being Tim Patrick, but I think that Tyler Boyd's just a better version because they're both kind of like option 2Bs on their offenses, and they're definitely going to have weeks that they pop off. So I do like going Tyler Boyd here over Tim Patrick. I thought about Dawson Knox there for a brief second. The reason I didn't go him is just because today is the day that the news came out that Rob Gronkowski retired. You see it right here. So I don't think. I mean, obviously we have this big O right here, and people are, they read it, announce retirement. But I think we might be able to catch people slipping on the Cameron Brate situation. So I want to try to capitalize on that now before everyone realizes what's going on. So we're starting to really need a second quarterback. Pick 131 is where we're looking. Let's see what this team ended up doing. So okay, like what are we doing here? Saquon Barkley is your running back 1, and you wait to get Ramondre Stevenson as your running back 2. Ugh, yikes. Yeah, I mean I don't know what Darren Waller and George Kittle randomly, Keenan Allen, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, this team has no rhyme or reason about it. This I actually like what he did. Even though he punted after he picked Jonathan Taylor and then punted running back for a while, but the two that he ended up getting were Miles Sanders and Melvin Gordon, and I think between those two, that's actually a steal. I'm super. I think they're the best two running backs in their ranges. I grab them as much as I can, so I think this can actually work. I do think he probably should have went like a Cam Akers here instead of getting Lamar and Justin Herbert. Like pick one or the other, probably Justin Herbert, and just let Lamar go. I don't really know why you wouldn't grab a Cam Akers. But then again, like I don't know. Even then, like I don't think you need to double up on quarterback right there that early. That's too much draft capital in the same position. You're only going to have one of those scores counting for you on a week to week basis. I mean, I guess in this format, since it's not a tournament, you can get away with it a little bit more. Because you only have to beat 11 people as opposed to beating 450,000 people. So it is a little bit of security, I guess. But when you're picking a quarterback this early, like you don't need an insurance policy on them. Because if you feel like you need an insurance policy on them, then don't take them in the first place. So this I'm never gonna buy. This is you can sell a little bit more because one of these can go to your flex. So you can sell that a little bit more to me, but I will say he did make up his running back position very nicely over here. 130, 134. Obviously, if Tim Patrick fell to us, we will be more than happy to take him because that's who we were looking at last round. Did Justin Fields go, I guess? Yeah. Yeah, that would have been pretty nuts to have him fall to us. Wow. So we do get Tim Patrick at a 11 pick value. So we end up getting Tyler Boyd and Tim Patrick, which is very nice. Our wide receiver room is looking excellent. My only question is, do we go Tua here as opposed to like a what if Rondale Moore falls to us? Is that even worth taking when we have this many good wide receivers? Do we take like an Irv Smith, Cole Kmet, or Robert Tunyon? Like, ugh. Okay, so he goes Tua, so we don't have to think about that. which means Rondale. I'm just gonna take Rondale Moore. I don't like him. I think this is the first time I've taken him. But now we have 7 solid wide receivers. We're probably going to stop there and just go quarterback, tight end, and running backs from here on out. But, I mean, look at our wide receivers. I mean, my God. Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, Robert Woods, Tyler Boyd, Tim Patrick. You know what Tim Patrick and Tyler Boyd are like? They're like the 6-man. They're like the Tyler Hero and the who like the Lou Williams of the NFL world. If you don't know basketball, that doesn't make any sense to you, but they're like the 6-man up type of thing. Like they're not on your starting roster as far as your wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, but man, they are some solid third options. And we have both. Rondale Moore, not super high on, especially now that Marquise Brown is there, but I mean the value that we got him at a 15 pick value, then I can't pass him up. I mean, yeah, maybe we should have went like a Cole Kmet, Robert Tunyon, or Albert O type of situation, but we had in our mind early that we wanted to try to capitalize on this Cameron Brate situation. So what we're going to try to do, and this could definitely backfire, because if it doesn't work out, then we're kind of screwed, because our whole strategy of this draft is waiting till the last 3 rounds to take 3 tight ends, and they're the only 3 tight ends left that are worth anything at that point. So if we don't get one of them, we not looking good for us. So, all right. So we're 182, 203, 206. Let's see if it's even in the realm. 183, Hayden Hurst. What were the other two? 183, 182, 203, and 206. So Hayden Hurst is our 183, hopefully. 203. Cameron Brate go already? No shot. Wow, he did. I mean, I don't blame him. I'm not surprised. Okay, so that's interesting. That's something we have to keep an eye on. Like maybe we audible here and go a David Njoku or something like that. Yeah, I mean, this is the first draft I've been in since Rob Gronkowski said he was retiring. So I'm not surprised. I was kind of curious to see how people were picking that up and how that was affecting their drafts. And clearly it's affecting it at least a little bit. Because he was, I mean, what was his ADP? I mean, obviously his ADP is wrong right now, but his ADP was, yeah, I mean, he went 70 picks ahead of ADP, which, I think this is a better range of where he should be. But that being said, we're still going to go Hayden Hurst and Braven Jordan, I think. I think that's what we'll try to do. Now let's see. Darrell Williams is someone we were trying to pick up here in this next round to finish out our running backs. Just as some James Conner insurance, even though I don't necessarily think we need it. Like if we have really good values falling to us, we'll take them instead. Do we have a second? We don't. I don't think we have a second. No, we don't have a second quarterback yet. Oof. Okay, I was thinking about Jameson Winston there for a second, but don't have to think about that anymore. I mean, Tunyon or Albert O. Tunyon goes. I don't think Can't Stop Kid is going to. I don't think Can't Stop Kid's going to pick a tight end because he already has 2. Lawash might take him, though. He doesn't. Okay, so we're going to get Albert O at a pretty good value. 9 picks. And we're definitely needing a tight end right about now. So we basically have all the wide receiver or all the receiving options for Russell Wilson, not named Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton. So that's kind of nice. And then I think we go Darrell Williams here if we can. Or do we go like a Daniel Jones? Maybe go Daniel Jones. I keep forgetting that we kind of need another quarterback here. We don't necessarily need Darrell Williams. And he goes anyways. So, yeah, we just go Daniel Jones, I think. He has some running upside, so I'm okay with that. The I guess Wandale Robinson would be like the stack that we would go for, but I'm not gonna do that. Who's the tight end in New York? Do we know? Does anyone know? I know it used to be Evan Ingram. Is this it? Ricky Seals Jones? Is he gonna be relevant at all? I don't know. I think that might be forcing a stack though. Like I don't know if that's really something that there's gonna be other people ahead of him that we could take with far more value. Look at Rob Gronkowski falling. And we very well might get a tight end fall. Like, and if Njoku falls, well, I guess he won't fall 17 picks, really. Tyrion Davis Price goes. We're feeling pretty good right now, though. There's like no glaring obvious position that we really need. I mean, obviously, tight end is first up on our to-do list. But our running backs and our wide receivers are the two that you are most concerned about, and we're pretty much set in both of those categories. We made sure that we were set there, so we're not really stressing this too much. We can go to big board and see how we're doing. Deshaun Watson's been falling. I saw that 20 of his 24 civil cases have been settled. I don't know what that means as far as suspension goes. I don't think that really affects it a whole lot, to be honest with you. So at best, you might get like 7 games out of him, at least in my eyes. I think in a tournament style draft, that makes a little bit more sense because you can kind of go for the championship week, him coming back, and you getting a really good quarterback for the very end of the season to push you through the tournament at an extreme value. I mean, in round 14, because if the suspension wasn't a thing, he'd be going up with like Jalen Hurts and like right here. This is where he'd be going if he was going to play all season, which he's not, obviously. But once you get him back, that's kind of all null and void, and you have a really good quarterback that you got in the 14th round. But in a situation like this where you're not shooting for the top build out of hundreds of thousands of people, I haven't. It doesn't excite me. I'll say that. I will say that. Zach Wilson. We were thinking about him, but that would have been a little bit surprised if he made it back to us. And they had to go 3 quarterbacks because they picked Tom Brady and then punted, so that makes sense. I think that's actually a really good quarterback construction. Tom Brady punt, grab Deshaun Watson for your second elite, and then grab Zach Wilson to carry you through the weeks that Deshaun Watson is suspended. I've really been learning to love punting quarterbacks late. Like grab one that you're comfortable with and then just punt it. I think the opportunity cost that you gain from doing that is far more advantageous than what you lose. If that makes sense. All right, so let's look at what we're looking at here. Um, yeah. So this is, let's see, a little bar at. This is where we're looking to grab Hayden Hurst. Yeah. So we grab Hayden Hurst right here. We grab Hayden Hurst. I mean, probably shouldn't just. I kind of forgot about the running back position, to be honest with you. But is that what we want to do? Yeah, like I don't even know. We go Mac Jones. Yeah, because Mac Jones and Daniel Jones kind of equals a run or a quarterback too. And now we're just looking to grab one more tight end, being Braven Jordan, and then one running back that hopefully maybe can provide us some value. But when you get into this running back range, I mean, you're not really looking at a whole lot of value. Not too many people here that can step up for you. But then again, like these running backs, I'm really not too worried about having that fifth option. Like that's not really high on my priority list. I mean, if I'm crazy, let me know in the comments below. While we have this last and final break of the fantasy draft, let me go ahead and say, if you want to get involved in these drafts and you like free money, go into underdogfantasy.com. Any first deposit you make between $10 and $100 gets matched 100% free money. So if you put in 100, you get free 100. You got 200 total. You can enter 8 best ball manias, 40 puppy drafts when they come back. And that, I mean, you can have a lot of fun for that $100. And this is real money leagues. You can win some money. So you put in $100, you spend it all on drafts, but let's just say you win 200 in return, then boom, let's just say you break even on what they gave you, then you still made $100 because you got that free $100 up front. So go sign up for Underdog Fantasy. When you do, use code FFX54 right there and down below. FFX54. That supports me, helps me get in more drafts and stream them for you guys, but it doesn't take anything away from your money. I would never want to play with your money. Trust me. So go do that and hop in here and have some fun with us. We're wrapping up the draft now. And I'm trying to think of like maybe Dearness Johnson, maybe he has like some potential value that he could provide, just like if Kareem Hunt got traded or if Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb got injured. Marlon Mack, if he made it back to us, we would take him real quick. Jerick McKinnon, we would be fine taking for sure. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but I think he's better than CEH, and I think he proved that in the playoffs last year. So if Jerick McKinnon makes it back or Marlon Mack, we'll take them first, and then we'll go with like a Braven Jordan to round out the draft. We got an underdog right here. Yes, underdog. We even got a mascot, boys. He's a squeaky boy. His mom would be so mad. Playing ball in the house is a huge no-no. I've been told that my whole life. But mom's not home. Mom's not home. The boys are home. And the boys are playing ball inside. What are you going to do about it? All right. Oh, Marlon Mack goes, you bitch. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Maybe we go Deontay Foreman if he's available. I don't know. I think that the Ernest Johnson is a better talent, but I think that Deontay Foreman has a better chance of playing. I feel just blowing up. I don't know if you've been watching me. God damn it. I don't know if you've been watching me look to the side, but I don't know who is blowing me up right now. Let's see. Zamir White. Do we have Josh Jacobs? We do. Yeah, let's get Zamir White. That makes sense. If anything happens to Josh Jacobs, Zamir White will step in, and so I do like that. That makes sense for our team. I think that's the first time I've grabbed Zamir White as well. Okay, so we're feeling pretty good. As long as he doesn't take Braven Jordan, we'll be good. Don't take him. Don't take him. We're going to go and queue him up. He's not going to take him. I already could tell. All right, hurry up. There we go. Thank you very much. And that rounds out our draft. So let's look at our team one more time. Let's see. Right there. Boom. Skirt. All right, just have to look to the right. So our quarterbacks are Trey Lance, Daniel Jones, and Mac Jones. We got sniped on Dak Prescott early, but we knew that was going to happen. And I like the rushing upside between Daniel Jones and Trey Lance. And then Mac Jones, I think, will be a solid 20-point provider on a weekly basis. He'll take the next step from his freshman to his sophomore year. Running back, we got a nice balanced core here. James Conner, Travis Etienne, J.K. Dobbins, Josh Jacobs, all picked back to back to back to back. So that really solidified our running back position. And the reason we did that was because we took Stephon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb in the first 2 rounds, double wide receiver start. I think we did a lot better this time with the double wide receiver start than we have previously. This is definitely our best draft with that strategy. And I definitely could see how it would work and people would prefer it. If you can lock it down like this. And I think being towards the first and second turn, like the pick 11 and 12, I think that gives you a real good chance to have a better double wide receiver build. Then we followed it up with Drake London, Robert Woods, Tyler Boyd, Tim Patrick, and Rondale Moore. Tim Patrick and Rondale Moore both being at great values. And then our tight end position was exactly what we planned, other than Cameron Brate got snagged early, but Albert O ended up falling to us. So we ended up snagging him in Cameron Brate's place. And then we grabbed Hayden Hurst and Braven Jordan as advertised. So that's going to round it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is a very good draft for us. We learned a little bit as far as the double wide receiver start goes. I'm going to go play with these dogs, these underdogs back here. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Get free money. Use code FX54. Until tomorrow, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Until tomorrow, I will see you boys. I'll see you girls. Have some good dinner. Have some good sleep. And I'll see you on the other side. Peace.